What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we always keep our ear to the streets. In today's episode, listen, let me sit back, relax, and talk to you. I know I'm a little bit choked up right quick, but we're going to get through it, right? Have you ever felt like, I don't know, life was steering you in the wrong direction? Like no matter how hard you try, you just keep hitting that wall? Well, today I'm going to share a story of this female truck driver about resistance, perseverance, and turning obstacles into stepping stones. So check this out. Let me just paint this picture for you, right? Imagine you stepping in the world of trucking full of hope. A lot of you guys out there have that hope when y'all get your CDLs. Y'all get the bright eyes. And then as soon as you get it, you become happy. You're a part of the trucking industry. You're a CDL holder. You're not a truck driver yet, but you're a CDL holder getting there, right? You worked hard for your credentials, you earned it, and you're ready to get on with a company that would take you to the next step, literally, right? So you got your license, you're a newly CDL holder, and you get with this company, right? But unfortunately, due to a couple of situations that you've been through, you hit a couple of unexpected turns. So this post that I came across in Facebook, right? This female, it was two of them, right? So two females decided to get their CDLs and they wanted to get into the trucking industry, right? So her friend, unfortunately, had faced it more challenges in 4 weeks than most of you guys faced in a year. It's not about trucking though. Sometimes it's about life and how life can throw curveballs at you and how you can make it out stronger on the other side. So after graduating from truck driving school, both of them got paired up with a trainer at a company. Now, the first female didn't have no problems. She was great. They put her together with a trainer, and whoever that trainer was did great, got her right. Now she's driving for that company. Her friend, on the other hand, she got paired up with a trainer to complete her road experience with the company, right? The first trainer, let's just say, was garbage.
This nigga is trash.
Unhelpful, uneventful, uninteresting. That will be putting it kindly. The second one, well, it just got worse from there. Skipping bathroom breaks, refusing to teach the essential skills like backing. She felt like she was consistently set up to fail. And that's what it's like when you get with certain trainers, especially those trainers that's not interested in training. Like, who skip bathroom breaks? Now, I understand you probably got with one of those trainers that run hard and they probably got a little porta potty in their truck. Now, unfortunately, there's going to have to be situations that you might just have to get when that left door keeps opening. You're not making that much money. And it's unfortunate that they probably paired you up with a trainer that's probably a lease driver and his whole focus is getting after that money. Now, the only reason why they are training, they just adding on to the supplement of money that they're getting. They really don't care about you. They don't care about training you. They just care about the money that you're generating for that truck right now. And as always, the unfortunate happens, especially when there's a male and a female driver paired up together to be trained. So one night while she was sleeping, her trainer, now let me just say, this is a secondhand story, so we're just kind of like speculating of what might have happened, because as always, there is always two sides to every story, okay? And this story right here is coming from hearsay side. So her friend probably told her the story and she just came on to share it with us, as am I. So she felt that the trainer has crossed the line, which a lot of trainers do. It's a thin line between doing what you're supposed to do and trying to get some cheats. But we don't know, okay? We just don't know, right? So unfortunately, he touched her thigh and her feet to wake her up.
You need to leave.
Okay, she felt it was a complete invasion of her personal space and safety, right? Which you would feel kind of violated too. Like, why would you touch me while I'm sleeping? Couldn't you just holler my name? And I'm sure, depending on the situation, not all of us is going to be like heavy sleepers. I'm not sure if you can be a heavy sleeper in the truck, especially if the truck is moving. So of course, she felt violated, and she did what anyone would do in that situation. She reported it. So after she reported it, she was called back to the terminal, which sounds like they're going to bring her back to the terminal and probably pair her up with another trainer. You would think, right? But instead of addressing the bigger issue of her space being violated, they made her do a full test. Like, you're a new driver and you got to test out in order to start driving with that company. They made her test out. She really wasn't ready to be tested out. Like, the first trainer she had was garbage. The second trainer she had kind of crossed the line, but the company felt some kind of way. So they made her test out. Of course, the back end maneuvers, the driving and all that stuff. Again, she really wasn't adequately trained properly. Of course, no surprise to anyone, she struggled, and the result, well, they let her go. They didn't even address her concerns about the driver violating her space. They just up and let her go. Now, I know a lot of you guys in the comment section would be like, they probably did that to avoid an issue. Maybe that driver was like their ace driver and they kind of believed him over her. And instead of trying to pair her with another trainer, they was like, nah, let's just nip this in the bud right now. And we can just say that she wasn't able to complete the training. And that will probably be their excuse. Now, let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this, guys. Leave this in the comments. How do you think she felt in that moment, right? How do you think she felt? Of course, she's going to feel defeated. She's going to feel angry. She's going to feel depressed. Maybe even questioning the fact that maybe this is the wrong industry for her to get in, right? Well, here's the thing. Of course, if she's a strong female, she's going to try to make her comeback. So her friend, but before I go for the comeback, again, leave it in the comments below. What would you do if you ever find yourself in this situation? Let me know. All right, so she took back to regroup. You have to. You got, trucking isn't for the faint of heart, and you got to be strong enough and resilient enough to do it. So you got to regroup. It's easy to let your emotions take over because it's trucking, but she knew that she needed clarity. So of course, she reached out to her friend. She's reached out to some groups, reached out to some mentors, and a couple of people in her family kind of reminded her of her goals and her strength to move on. So instead of focusing on what went wrong, she looked at it as a learning experience and how to advocate for herself, the importance of standing up against situations like that. Because it's not just that particular trucking company that let her go that has trash ass trainers. It's a lot of companies like that got trash ass trainers. You just gotta hope that you be paired with the right one. And if you paired with the right one and be set up for success instead of being set up for failure, you will succeed, man. So unfortunately though, she's having a little bit of hard time applying to all these companies so that she can get in the truck. She didn't shy away from the truth when she was applying for them. Instead, she owned up to the story, the good, the bad, and the everything in between. And what? That's honesty. Combined it with her determination and opened a few doors that she never expected. Now, she's still trying to find that right company, but now that she explained and got her story out there, she feels a little bit more stronger, and she wants this to be a cautionary tale females that's getting into this industry. There's setbacks and roadblocks everywhere, but you're just looking at it as detours. Whether you're navigating through trucking, a personal struggle, or just a tough day, just remember that resilience is never failing. It's always about getting back up every single time. So if you guys is facing something that feels insurmountable right now, just sit back, relax, take deep breaths, and reflect on the things that you have learned and use that as teachable moments. So guys, if this story, especially for the females, if it resonated with you or inspired you in any way, drop a comment. Of course, we love to hear your thoughts on the situation and your thoughts on what the company probably could have had done better. Until next time, everybody.